Hey housemate friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a spicier video for you. Today we're gonna talk about the company Bloomscape. They make and deliver houseplants. I don't know why they said they make houseplants. I have a little bit of a bone to pick with this company. No, I've never ordered from them. And I do plan to order from them, and they will never know when I do because I'm going to order it under an alias, okay? To get an accurate review, okay? I'm going to tell you about Bloomscape and why I feel like they have bad marketing. And maybe, again, this is such a frivolous video, but I have to talk about it. I talked about it on stream. I just feel like I gotta talk about this, man. Before we jump into Bloomscape, don't forget to like the video, share this video if you would like to, and join the YouTube channel memberships. They are how I make content like this full-time. Yeah, let's go ahead and let me know your thoughts as we're going through this together. Oh boy. This is Bloomscape's ad. This is where we're starting. This is where it all begins, okay? I was scrolling through, let me paint this scene for you, okay? I'm scrolling through Facebook one day, and of course I get a lot of plant ads, and I see our plants are cheap. And right off the bat, oh boy, am I rubbed the wrong way. Could we make them cheaper? Yes. But then they wouldn't arrive fully grown and thriving. They wouldn't be raised by the best growers and shipped in sustainable packaging to your door. They wouldn't come with detailed care instructions and real-time support to help your new plant flourish. Bottom line, they wouldn't be the healthiest plants on the planet. Listen, I have no problem with people charging whatever amount they want to on plants, okay? I have zero issue. I myself have sold some pretty expensive plants. My problem, and this is my opinion here, okay? Where I originated from when I saw this was, okay, your plants aren't cheap. That's great. You're being upfront about it. Good communication. Our plants aren't cheap. That's what you're leading with. However, it is a very small percent of people who are really rich, who just have so much money, so much wealth, that they can just go buy whatever they want. You might be one of those people, and that is totally okay. Again, I do not care about plants that are expensive. I don't care about communicating that you have that. What I care is a marketing campaign designed around marketing to like the 1% of people. Instantly, you're cutting off like 99% of people who totally you could get business from. Maybe that's not their target demographic, right? Maybe the 1% of people who can afford something like this, you know, maybe they're trying to be like a Louis Vuitton of plants, right? These plants are fully grown, they are thriving, they're raised in the best conditions, detailed support, real-time support. Like, this is bougie, like this is worth my money. I mean, first of all, I was too distracted by the weird marketing campaign of like, our plants are the nicest and they're expensive because we're the highest quality. What you might have noticed is down over here, we have 118 comments and 173 reacts. And we're not on Reddit, okay? This is Facebook. When is the last time you've ever seen an ad and gone to leave a comment, okay? I saw that. I saw 118 comments on an ad, and it turns out I wasn't the only one who was rubbed the wrong way by Bloomscape's little ad campaign here. And you know what? Maybe their ad campaign here is working. I'm clearly making a video on it. You know, maybe I'm the sucker in this situation, but I don't care. I have to talk about this. You guys, we are just barely scratching the surface here, okay? Because what started as me looking at this and being like, okay, that's kind of a weird advertising technique, it just goes. It just goes. So as you can see, I left a comment here. I don't generally leave a comment. Here's what I said. I said, I'm not one to price shame, sell for whatever you want, but this is very weird advertising tactics. The rich are the top 1%, and you're advertising to the 1% who have the funds to be proud that they paid a lot for plants, which is drastically limiting your scope of who you're advertising to by like 99%. This is bad advertising. That's what I said. There are a lot of people out there who do pay a lot of money for plants, but the plants they're paying a lot of money for are Monstera albos and variegated biliaceae, these collector plants that people are usually proud to pay pay money for because they're very high class, high society kind of plants. You know, your Ilsamania, your Spiritus Sancti. Generally, people don't like to pay a lot of money for plants that are pretty common that they could find at their Lowe's. But you know, maybe let's humor it. Let's check out the comments here. I did leave this comment. They did not respond. I left this 4 weeks ago. We had a lot of people here leave comments. I'm gonna be blurring out people's names as best as I can. I'm just gonna be reading you the highlights. We're gonna move pretty fast through this because there are a lot of comments. People were pretty unhappy like right off the bat, so I'm gonna skip over lots of the comments that have repeating thoughts and opinions. We're gonna look at Bloomscape's website in a second so you can see for yourself how outrageously expensive their plants are. And again, I'm not the one who brought up how expensive their plants are. They are. That's literally what they led with. Have you had a sap analysis done on your plants, and what kind of horticultural practices are your growers using? This is a very good question because for the prices that you're going to see in a minute of Bloomscape's plants, I feel like this is a really great, very straightforward, what kinds of practices are you using? And then Bloomscape responds, no, we do not sap analysis our plants. Our growers use standard horticultural growing practices, which encompasses a wide range of processes. Do you have a specific process you're wondering about? That's literally what they just asked. They asked very specifically for the processes that you're using. You said nothing. If you guys asked me, hey Ashley, what kind of processes do you use to edit your videos? And I said, standard YouTube processes. Is there one that you're curious about? Tell me, how do you cure your coffee beans? How do you roast your coffee beans? And Starbucks just says, we use standard coffee roasting. We standard. And it's like, okay, so you're saying you have the best everything, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, standard. That's like right off the bat is such a red flag because they don't even know. Maybe the person who's running the Bloomscape Facebook account, okay, maybe they don't know, okay? And so they need more clarification on their end. But the thing is that why would you not just make that readily available? Like Liquider, for example, okay? Liquider has like 18 key ingredients in it. This is not an ad for Liquider, by the way. Very clear how all those ingredients are collected. The mix is mixed at Liquider, and Liquider makes everything. And they're clear about every single one of their practices. You wouldn't be like, hey Liquider, what's your practice for making your fertilizer? And they were like, standard. You'd be like, that's like a slap to the face because I'm asking you what you do and you're just telling me, oh, I just make it. You know, we just chuck our plants in a greenhouse and call it a day. It was standard. This is standard. It looks like someone deleted their comment, but somebody asked how much the Bloomscape employees are paid. Bloomscape did not answer, and according to this other person, they've asked before and Bloomscape has not answered. You know, they talk about how they have the best growers growing it. It's like, well, the best growers growing it, the healthiest plants on the planet, they better be getting paid like $33 an hour. They better be salaried, dude. You can't look up how much money Bloomscape employees make. I tried, actually. Just very weird because they're not upfront. They have a lot of claims, like, we have the healthiest plants on the planet. They are going to arrive to your door in great condition, in sustainable packaging, with the best practices on the planet. And then someone asks, oh, what practices do you use? And they're like, standard. It's like, okay, the best practices on the planet aren't standard. You're telling me you use the same practices as Costa Farms, but Costa Farms can sell their plants for like $20 to $30, and Bloomscape's over here selling their plants anywhere from $69 to $300, the same plants. This other person left a comment. They said, if you want to be sustainable, shop local. It doesn't get more sustainable than that. Googling and YouTubing how to care for plant tips is free. Here we go. Root rot in every plant you've delivered to me. They also don't arrive alive. Bloomscape's website. We're here. It's ready to party, all right? We got air plants, pothos, $29. That's pretty good. That's an extra small size. Ponytail palm, $29. We have $70 fern. And again, these do come in pots. $70 prickly pear cactus. $70 prayer plant. So okay, it's like, yeah, these are expensive. We got $80 for this very small ponytail palm. $80 for this Calathea macoyana. $80 for this probably like 1 foot tall fiddle leaf. We're seeing $100 for a pretty sad looking Stromanthe trio star. It's pretty small. $100 for the blue star fern, which I know for a fact, you know, you could get at your Home Depot for $5. But why would I buy it at Home Depot when I want to buy from somewhere that has the best horticultural practices, the best growers, sustainable, right? Like, we're paying here for the quality of service. So I should want to pay the $100 for the plant and the pot. You know, that should make me want to buy it because I'm paying for the best. Sansevieria, $149. ZZ plants, $149. This is a small sized ponytail palm that you could get at my local plant shop, a succulent day, for like maybe $30. We are going to be satisfied because we know that the extra care, all this extra money this company is getting, because we know for a fact companies can profit. We see how profitable Costa Farms is and even how good their practices are, you know? If this is better than them, then we're gonna be getting like the cream of the crop plants. Like, these are gonna be huge plants. They're gonna arrive perfect. It's gonna be really good. So we're at the end of our list, $249. Let's take a look at the reviews. Let's see what other people have experienced. Right off the bat, when you click on Bloomscape's homepage for their site, okay? We see 3.5 stars with 424 reviews. That is a lot of reviews and a lot of people ranking it pretty mid. On their about section, we see home-ready plants delivered to your door, backed by 5 generations of Grow How, TM. Bloomscape is here to strengthen your relationship with plants. We make buying plants easy by delivering healthy, ready-to-go plants to your door and providing ongoing plant support to help your plant thrive. You know, we're looking at their page. It looks nice. Looks very nice. But let's just click one over. Just one little click this way to reviews. Immediately, it doesn't look quite as good. The very first review up here says, terrible customer service. Only received half my order, do not recommend. Now here's the deal. When you're a company selling stuff, people will probably buy from you once, probably won't buy from you again. Maybe they'll give you a second chance to see like, okay, it's possible that it was just a mishap. Let's try again, right? It does seem, when I was looking through this stuff on stream the other day, that Bloomscape doesn't really reimburse people if their plants die. They tend to do store credit. So if you spend money with them, your money's pretty locked with them. I haven't seen a single person who said that they had a full refund. Each of these reviews just say that they've been given a refund in store cash. Now right here we have a good review. So there is a good review, and it's very important here to recognize that we have a 3.5 stars out of 5. That means it's more positive than negative. We're not looking at the worst plants on the planet. Probably not the healthiest. That's just what that tells me pretty initially right off the bat. We have, I would definitely not order from them again. I purchased a money tree for $200. During the shipping, I received an email stating that they accidentally left the drain plug in when it was supposed to be removed, and it was a pain to get out. However, that wasn't a big deal. My plant arrived upside down. When I opened the package, it was derooted and the soil was everywhere. Originally, when I contacted customer service, they thought a $20 off my next order would suffice, which is an absolute joke. I kept pushing and finally got a full refund. While I am grateful I was able to be refunded because this plant was so damaged it was quickly dying off completely, I am disappointed I had to push so much for a refund. Lesson learned, ordering plants online is not the way to go. And that's pretty sad because I know I'm friends with a lot of people who own plant shops who sell plants online. Their plants are amazing. I mean, just take a look at Botanica's. Botanica's is a 5-star rated Etsy shop. There is like little to no oversight from any major company governing them, really, because Etsy's, you know, a make from home thing. Botanica's has almost 40,000 sales with a 5-star rating. Additionally, Botanica's sells plants that are way more expensive than Bloomscape. Botanica's sells plants that are sometimes $5,000 or more. They sell very expensive plants. And if your plant arrives dead, they will send you a replacement. Botanica's goes above and beyond. There was a time I ordered from Botanica's and both of the replacements came dead. So they sent me another replacement for the replacement because the shipping was just like too cold. Botanica's also has amazing customer support. They have someone who literally works there whose whole job it is to respond to customers all day long. Like, it's the only thing that person does. I've met them. They're amazing. They're wonderful. Illy, if they're watching this. It's just hard for me to sit here and be like, yeah, okay. What's up? Everyone say hi to Chris. It's hard for me to sit here and say the healthiest plants on the planet and be like, this is the best, when I know what the best is. This is a really, really high standard of very expensive plants. You can see just from the front page right here. They have a perfect 5-star rating. And if you click on the reviews, we have 13,326 reviews. And the average rating is 5 stars. That's wild. That much of a focus group all rating something 5 stars. That is how you know something is like top quality. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by Botanica's, like at all. This is not sponsored. This is just a very clear comparison against 2 stores that sell expensive plants. It's just hard for me. This is kind of where I'm coming from. And it only gets worse. The next review says, terrible customer service and products. And by the way, I have not filtered these reviews. When you click on their Facebook page, this is what you see. I have not filtered anything at all. I'm dealing with multiple plants arriving in damaged and poor condition while paying for winter shipping packaging. So this is what the plants are arriving looking like with the winter packaging that they paid extra for, which is pretty bad. I still have not received my order from over a month ago. In fact, it hasn't even shipped. No back order or anything. I have contacted support and they keep blaming the weather. It has been unseasonably warm here much of the time since I placed the order. Besides, I paid for winter shipping, which supposedly protects the plants with heat packs and insulation. They have had numerous windows of opportunity to send the plants. At the prices they charge, they could have even expedited them if they cared, but they don't. It's a good concept, just very poorly executed. I'd recommend saving yourself the frustration of dealing with this outfit. You even have someone right here who says, me too, I paid extra for shipping, assuming it includes things to protect the plants, and I keep getting either it's too cold to ship or no response at all. It's just so sad, because originally this was me looking through something, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a weird ad. And then I click on the reviews and it's like the healthiest plants on the planet and we use the best this and the best that and your money is going to support us doing the best, like the cream of the crop. People don't really seem to think it, and apparently this business has been around for a while. Like, since that person said they've been ordering since 2020. Okay, this one makes me really sad. This was when on the stream I kind of realized, like, okay, because we haven't seen that many photos yet. This is how I received my plant from Bloomscape today. Damaged with soil spilling out. I had a previous order from Bloomscape that did not meet my expectations and they were quick to reply and provide me with a full refund of store credit. That is not a refund, I'm sorry. I'm upset that this is my second subpar experience. And this is what I'm saying. You might get someone who will order from your company once, maybe even twice, because they're like, maybe they just had a bad day. I'm just gonna try them out again. But this person reordered from Bloomscape and this is what they received the second time. Here's the box. Looks very nice and beautiful. I would be very excited to get this. But then this is what it looked like when they opened it. If I got a plant delivered to my house, and what is this one? This looks like the parlor palm, the bamboo palm. Looks like this. This is what they ordered, okay? This $200 plant. Like, oh my gosh, I would just cry. And this is the point when I was streaming that I realized I needed to just make a whole video about this. Because if customers and people aren't holding stores accountable for the things that they say about the quality of their plants, no one is going to. And it just seems like Bloomscape is out here running around advertising like they're the, imagine if you ordered Louis Vuittons and in the mail you got shredded shoes and the heel was broken and the thing was pulling off. I have to keep reiterating this because I know some people are going to be skipping through this video, not really watching the whole way through. My issue is not the expensivity of the plant. I don't care if that's not a word, I'm using it. Expensivity. My problem is that they claim that they are one thing, that you are paying this much money. Like the cost of the plant to Bloomscape is justified because of the quality that you are receiving. But I haven't seen quality just from scrolling through the reviews for like 5 minutes. It's just not worth it. This is what $200 is worth to Bloomscape. And that is so tragic. Bloomscape responds and says, I can see that you've been in contact with our representative and she was able to provide a new store credit code. So this is now the person is probably going to reorder a third time because they've got store credit because their money is being held by Bloomscape. If you order from Bloomscape, bro, your money is stuck. You're not getting it back. Full refund of store credit, that is not a refund. The only thing they have to do if they don't want to waste their money is order again. A third time. I hope it comes better this next time, but if this is their second experience, Then we get a couple of shout outs here for Callie. Callie was the greatest customer support I've ever worked with. Callie was amazing. Callie, we were memeing about this on stream, but Callie seems to really make their world go round. Someone on the stream said, Bloomscape hired Callie and instantly gained like 2 stars. The problem here is that it's like, yeah, this is the best customer support they've ever had is with Callie. But both of these people's reviews revolve around the fact that they had to talk to a customer support person in the first place. Good business should not mean that you have to talk to a customer support person. Good business should mean you buy something from me, I deliver the plant to you, and that's the end of the transaction. You shouldn't have to talk to my customer service department. So even though these are good reviews for a person who is undoubtedly amazing, since we're seeing 2 things back to back here, and I think there's more mentions of that person later on, it's like these people still had to talk to a customer support person. What is going wrong here? Where is all the money going? I hope that the growers at Bloomscape are just making so much money that they're just like rolling in dough. Because if they're not, where the heck is all this money going? These are expensive plants. We know that plants are profitable at a lower price margin. Places like Costa Farms sell plants for very cheap because they're very affordable. So a lot of people are going to buy them. I mean, Costa's got their plants in Costco, in Walmart, at Lowe's, at Home Depot, like everywhere. They're at other grocery stores, they're at Kroger's, they're at Meijer's on the East Coast, they're at, I think, Publix, and their plants are cheap. They're like 20 bucks. We know that Costa Farms is super upfront with all of their growing practices. We know that Costa Farms does interviews, they teach classes. Costa Farms is amazing. So where is this money going that Bloomscape, and the fact that they're like, all the money that they make, they keep. They don't refund any of it. It just doesn't make sense. Here's the deal, okay? This is pretty sad, and this is an allegation. I have no idea if this is true or not, but this is an allegation here from a person who felt like they had nowhere else to go but post about this on Bloomscape's website, okay? Bad company to work for. Got hurt last Monday on the job and was out for a week recovering. I even tried to go back to work last week twice, but I was in too much pain. Still in pain, I returned to work this week, trying to do the best that I could, and then all of a sudden, I get let go because of work performance. These are the first reviews here that pop up. There's more negative reviews at the top here than positive reviews. But this is what we're looking at with Bloomscape. It's like a 50-50 flip chance if what's gonna arrive at your door is what it looks like you bought online. You're gonna spend an exorbitant amount of money for the quality that you get. I personally don't feel like from the reviews, and this is in my opinion, that the money that you're spending is worth what you get. And I'm someone who promotes the crap out of Botanicas. And for Botanicas, sometimes you're spending $1,000 or more. This is at the point where I wanted to order plants from Bloomscape. I even went live on my streaming channel, youtube.com/StreamyAshley, because I wanted my audience to help me pick out some plants that we were going to review from Bloomscape. We all just kind of came to the collective conclusion that it is financially not worth it. Even if I added this into this video, like, number one, I don't have the money to try to do this. I wanted to buy one of each size, okay? I wanted to buy a small plant, a medium plant, a large plant, and an extra large plant. Altogether, that'd probably be about $700, including tax and shipping. And then I have to hope it comes good, you know? And I was gonna order from an alias so that they wouldn't know it was me. But literally the whole stream chat was like, dude, this is literally not worth it. Like, we've seen all we need to see from the reviews. Doing a physical review, if you're ordering 4 plants, probably 2 of them would come good and the other 2 would not arrive good. But you know, I wanted to have the full customer service experience. I wanted to see, okay, does the plant come bad? Okay, now I'm gonna talk to customer service and I'm gonna try to figure it out. And I do plan to do that separately later because I wanna see what it's like actually going through the customer service experience. If this is true, and if that allegation that is just sitting on the front of their review page that only takes like 4 wheel scrolls down to see, and the person felt like there was nowhere else to go but the Bloomscape's Facebook page, like, it's just really sad. I'm gonna close this video with a meme that one of the people from my stream made. We actually have 2 memes. Our plants aren't cheap, you know, their whole ad. And then with a picture of what really showed up on someone's store. Again, remember that this was their second bad experience. This freaking gem of a meme, okay? Our plants aren't cheap. Could we make them cheaper? Yes. But then we wouldn't be able to allegedly fire our employees that got hurt on the job. The plants wouldn't be grown in the standard horticultural practices that everyone else uses. They wouldn't come to you with severe cold damage, broken pots, and of course, completely dislodged from the pot in the box when you open it. Bottom line, they aren't cheap, but they sure do look like it. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're at Bloomscape watching this video because it popped up on your radar, there's no ill feelings here. All I've done is read your reviews and looked at all of your publicly available information. No one responded to my comment on the Facebook page when I left it. I know what the best looks like. I've seen it, I've experienced it, I've ordered from it, I've paid for it. All everybody wants is just to have what they're paying for. From just looking at the reviews, it doesn't really seem like 50% of the people are really getting what they're paying for. It seems pretty up in the air. So if you're at Bloomscape and you're watching this, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. Probably gonna be mad, but I'm sorry. You're not doing the best. And you're claiming that you're the best, but you're not doing the best. So that someone's gotta say something. So hopefully you guys are good. Hopefully everything's good. This is so awkward. I never make videos like this. I literally never, ever make videos like this. But this company, they just rubbed me the wrong way and I just had to talk about it. Nothing wrong with charging a lot of money for plants. Literally, who cares? I charge a lot of money for plants too. But if people aren't being delivered what they've been promised, you know. Anyways, that's this video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. If you want more content like this, let me know. If there's other plant shops you feel like I should review or take a look at the reviews of. Totally would like to actually order from Bloomscape in the future. No, I do not want to partner with Bloomscape. No, I do not want Bloomscape to send me plants. Every time a company sends me plants when I don't pay for them, they arrive perfect. And then what happens? People order from that company and their plants are bad. Peace and love to Bloomscape. Hope they kind of clean up their little advertising blip and maybe start actually this year delivering on those promises. Let's all root for Bloomscape. Let's see some 5 stars from Bloomscape this year. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at PlanTEA, and don't forget to subscribe to my streaming channel, youtube.com/streammeashley, where you can watch me do stuff like this full time. But I really am interested in knowing your thoughts on this. Maybe my opinion on this is just mid, and like Bloomscape is actually based, and who knows. Yeah, just let me know, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section. Goodbye.